What's going on, class? You've been reading The Devil and Tom Walker or skimming through it or something. But anyway, this story includes a man, Tom, who sells his soul so that he can become extremely wealthy. And I want you to pay attention to what Washington Irving, the author, chose to make as his profession in order for him to get this wealth from the devil. Now you got to think about the soul and why they're choosing to sell it. So the soul is supposed to be the most innocent, purest, most perfect part of a human, which means it's the best part of you, and you're going to give that up, this infinite pure thing, the best part of you, for riches or whatever it is. So you're giving away the best part of you. That's the main thing. So you got to think about, what is it about your life or human life that would cause a person to give up the best part of them? You got to ignore the fact that it's a fictional devil getting this. You got to understand that these are metaphors. This is figurative language being used to show you a bigger point. The bigger point is that we all have great parts to ourselves, but we tend to give them away. I need you to think about this during the Socratic seminar. And I want to explain something else to you. You got to understand that soon you will be an adult on your own. And one thing you need to be able to take care of yourself as an adult is money. And right now, the wages or income people make at jobs, they are not increasing. But you know what is increasing? CEO pay. A CEO is a chief executive officer. It's the head of a company. And I'm looking at this article right now by Fortune magazine. And it says that over 90% of all the biggest CEOs that were in this study, out of 350 large companies, 90% of them were white males. And they estimate that only 6% were females. And they don't give a estimate of how many African Americans, but we can assume that it's really low. Yes, it says it, whatever it is negligible, which is so low it's not worth mentioning. Okay. So CEO pay is up, but the workers that work for these CEOs at companies are down. Wages are not going up. So if wages don't go up, what do you think people use to help them pay bills, go on trips, pay for emergencies? Loans. And one of the biggest loans that trap people are payday loans. The reason I'm bringing this up is this is very much connected to what you've been reading. You think that these books that you read have no connection to real life, but it does. I'm not going to tell you how it connects. Hopefully from me talking, it connects. So wages or the money you make on your job has not been keeping up with inflation or the cost of things. So the cost of things are getting higher, but the pay that you've been given at your job to buy your products and services has not went up as much as the cost of these things, which is causing people to get more and more loans. And remember, if your credit is bad, it costs you more. The interest is more on the things that you buy. I'm not talking about on like everyday products like milk and bread, but car insurance, car loans, housing loans, apartments, all these things that you need. When you buy your cell phone, they run your credit. When you get your utilities, they buy your credit and they'll give you a higher rate. When you get your utilities, your cable, all of these things affect you. And when you don't have money, you have to get loans, usually at high rates. So we're going to do a Socratic seminar. You're supposed to use this information from this video as evidence to help support your points in the Socratic seminar. This is Mr. Smith. I'm out.